Welcome to that 80s show, Dori. It has been a long time. Let me tell you why.
Because you've been 500 miles away.
I have been sunning myself, Dori. I'm so tanned.
You are?
So tanned. I feel like Andrew Ridgeley. You should see me in a white Speedo.
Tropicana.
The drinks were not free.
I'm sure they weren't.
But they were flowing. You must not worry. Funny thing about Portugal, lots of Portuguese people there. Sun shines too much. Never.
How much Euro disco did you listen to?
Oh, Dori, all of it. So much of it. The thing is, I stayed in predominantly an area called Villamoro, which is like kind of the little Britain. It's completely overtaken by rich Brits.
Oh, no.
And you hear a lot of 80s. Ooh, there was a cover band in the one bar just going through all the hits. The drummer was like the lead character in his own movie. He was phenomenal. Like he shagged probably about 3 women like while we were there. That's just who this guy is.
Awesome.
He is just this guy. So you do hear a lot of 80s music, which is great. But I'm back here on that 80s show with Dori, and it is we seldom talk about 80s people who've passed away. But of course, we record this the day after we get the news, surprising news.
Yes.
That Dolly Parton had passed away. Now, Dolly Parton was always super sprightly. She had recently just said that she's got so much more to do in her life, so many more things she wants to do. She looked energetic, but there were like a couple of cancelled appearances.
Yes. But I was shocked to hear she was 80 because kudos to her plastic surgeon. And that is not an insult because she gave kudos to her plastic surgeon herself in one of her Instagram videos. So I feel nothing about that. She looked unbelievable.
I've been reading so much amazing stuff about her, specifically how they said Dolly Parton could have been a billionaire if she hadn't just given all her money away. She was so charitable.
Yeah.
And the announcement was it must have been because she passed away from after a battle with cancer, a very short battle with cancer.
Was it cancer?
That's what I've read. Yeah,
okay.
That's what I read.
I heard she had kidney problems.
Yeah, something happened. Something must have happened very dramatically.
Yes,
because it wasn't like a long.
No, and she did have to cancel shows. Like a couple of months ago, she had to cancel shows.
So what I did is I actually went through, because Dolly Parton's been part of like lives for a very long time, but of course we are that 80s show, so we talk about people who've been part of that 80s lives. And I went through some of the movies because her music was like, I mean, other than Jolene, and I Will Always Love You, which
most people know the Whitney Houston version.
Exactly. The rumor is she wrote both those songs on the same day.
Yes, that is the rumor.
That's been and she's confirmed it. Like, what a good day. We've spoken about it before.
In like an hour.
What a good day. What a good day.
Like after that, just take the rest of the year off.
No, that's what I'm saying. And she probably didn't. She probably wrote like a billion other country hits.
Yeah.
And she became like this grand madam patron of just like country singers. I mean, even recently she did like a song. Like recently, like the first thing I saw the Instagram post.
Yeah.
On her official page, it was by her nephew. I think it was her nephew did the announcement.
Yes.
Then I went to the Dolly Parton website, which hadn't updated quite yet, but they were promoting her new single with like
it was with Miley Cyrus and Reba McEntire.
That's her goddaughter.
Yes, Miley Cyrus, Reba McEntire,
and one of the new ones, Lainey Wilson.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of the new hot ones.
Okay.
And I was like, that's who she just was.
Yeah.
So I went through some of the movies that she did in the 80s because that's where she started doing a lot of.
Yes.
And the first one we come across, 1982, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. We were way too young to be watching that movie, if you think of the content.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
I did. I watched it because I planned to review it. Obviously, you remember I went through a Burt Reynolds thing?
Yes.
I kind of like Dom DeLuise, who's also in this movie. I went through a Burt Reynolds thing.
Yeah.
And I did watch it, but I don't think I actually ever reviewed it.
No.
No, but it's, listen, they don't pull any punches on the whorehouse. I was way too young to be watching that movie. Right. Okay. So she does that in 1982. This movie we've definitely spoken about because it's just so bizarre. Peak of his fame, Sylvester Stallone, 1984, Rhinestone.
Yes, you definitely spoke about Rhinestone.
Where he becomes he's a cab driver and then he bets that he can become a country star to win a bet, and then he wins his bet. He also turned 80, so I mean, him and Dolly Parton. What do you think Sylvester Stallone and Dolly Parton are the same age in that movie? I want to show you the movie poster.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I suppose Dolly Parton had that big hair that kind of, you could never quite tell her age.
He looks like a really cool lesbian in that picture.
I mean, it completely changes the movie. Completely.
I know.
Completely changes.
But am I wrong?
No, he does. He does look like of course, Dolly Parton, she was super famous in the 80s. So they put her in a Christmas special called A Smoky Mountain Christmas. A country western singer, so she really has to like method here, on a trip through the Tennessee mountains runs into a reclusive backwoodsman and a witch. Now, backwoodsman, I've not heard this word before.
That's an actual thing?
Well, you're a woodsman. Are you
From the backwoods?
so I imagine that's the backwoodsman, but let's go back into rhinestone. Cowboy, rhinestone, is it? Anyway, that's way too much thinking.
No.
Do you know who played the backwoodsman?
I'm going to say Burt Reynolds, but I know I'm wrong.
Oh, well, Lee Majors. Die Man van Staal. Die Man van Staal was ook die agterhoutkapper.
Die Achterhoutman.
The Achterhoutman, which, you know, depending on, you know, the kind of liaison they did have. Dori shakes her
He
head.
was Die Man from Staal.
He was, you got to, what did they replace? What was his? What was replaced? What was, I always wondered about that, about Robocop. Did they replace his penis? Was he a tin opener down there?
Wow.
Yeah, indeed. I'm very happy to be back in the seat because I'm very happy to be back here.
It's been too long. You definitely need to release some stuff.
Yes. I need to peel open that tin of sardines. Mm-hmm. Then this one, Dori. Can you have a Mandela effect on your own?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because Mandela effect is where people just en masse
I've been
remember
having
something.
a bunch lately.
Yeah, but is it Mandela effect or just getting old?
Oh, good question.
Yeah. This one completely. So, of course, we know Dolly Parton, one of her most well-known songs, 9 to 5.
Yep.
Right? There was the movie 9 to 5, of which Dolly Parton was in.
Yes.
Do you remember the sitcom 9 to 5? Which ran for six seasons.
6 seasons. I do think we might have had season 1 here.
No, we had all of them, Dori. It was on
all of them.
When I kind of went back at this, I looked at it. I was like, okay, it's got the classics. The poster is drawn. So it's drawn characters.
Yes.
Strangely, it's in black and white. And I was like, oh, of course Dolly Parton was in that.
I do remember watching 9 to 5 in my lounge with my mother. Might have been Monday night. I don't know.
Pretty sure it was a Saturday.
Maybe. But why would they put 9 to 5 on a Saturday? That makes no sense.
Dolly Parton wasn't in that sitcom. She wasn't in it.
Okay, but she was in the movie.
She was in the movie, but Dori.
Sitcom.
So this is the character in, I mean, that's the act. You're not going to remember this. It's all going to come flashing back to you. I'm going to put these photos up there at 80 Show SA on Facebook. Go to the show notes to see the image.
Right.
That's her cousin. Her cousin took her role from the 9 to 5 movie. Her cousin is Rachel Parton George. And she played Dolly Parton's character, Dori Rhodes Brooks, that reprised the role in 9 to 5, the sitcom.
Because Dolly was too busy being fabulous and touring the world.
You're not getting Dolly Parton. At this time, Dolly Parton actually had a variety show.
Oh, love that show. The one with the butterfly.
It must have been. She's all at the
She's on the swing and the butterfly. She sings the butterfly song. And
really?
It's the Dolly Parton show.
It was the Dolly Parton show. What?
I love that.
Did they have it here?
Yes.
They must have had Dolly Parton.
Sure.
Dolly Parton was
watch
huge.
it every week.
Dolly Parton was huge in South Africa. She was absolutely gigantic.
I think that's also why so many people feel like they knew her. She was on like a lot, and that variety show, she would talk directly to the camera. Like, you know.
She was she did all the things. She was a quadruple threat. Lots of really nice obituaries coming out about her.
So I've already been sent a couple of memes.
Oh dear.
My first response was too soon, but
even for us, we're
but I think she would have thought these were hilarious. I think she would have laughed a lot because she really did have a good sense of humor, and she made jokes about her assets a lot.
Well, I mean, she ordered them. I mean, you're not going to not like it.
So this is the one which I think she would actually appreciate.
It says R.I.P. Dolly Parton and her coffin.
Yes.
Now, as you can imagine, there is space in the coffin left for two things. That bothers me. The coffin's upside down. The bumps are in the wrong place.
Oh, because this makes the cross upside down.
Yes, because
So maybe she's Satanist, Dolly
No,
Parton.
the cross is at the top of the coffin. Those boob spaces are at the bottom.
You're right.
Check your AI, people. Check your AI.
Yeah, no, the AI. And then there's this one, which I did feel was too soon, but I think she'd still appreciate.
It is Dolly Parton, sick of the 9-to-5s, so started on the graveyard shifts instead. So now she joins Kenny Rogers in the islands, in the stream, in the sky.
Sure.
I always thought they were a couple. When I found out they weren't a couple, I was disappointed.
People. This morning, my manager at work, first thing, wasn't she married to Kenny Rogers? I was like, no.
They sold us. They sold us the romance.
We believed that song. We believed that they were together.
So it was like one of my couples of the 80s. And I was like, they're not married?
Yeah.
Imagine a Kenny Rogers. Imagine a child with Kenny Rogers' beard and Dolly Parton's hair.
Oh. Yeah. Good
Hair,
one.
Dori.
Hair. Right.
So rest in peace, Dolly Parton. We loved Dolly Parton. Loved Dolly Parton. Love a Dolly Parton joke. Love a Dolly Parton song.
Nobody has anything bad to say about her. She appealed to people from all different cultures, walks of life. Even if you were like a metalhead, you appreciated Dolly Parton.
She was on Beyonce's album. Taylor Swift loved her.
I don't know if you saw Johnny Knoxville's tribute to her.
Wow.
He did a tribute to her. Like, it was really sweet and really touching. Eminem posted a tribute about how he was really upset that he never got to meet her. He posted a letter that, in fact, I'll post this on our Facebook page because it's really worth sharing. He posted a letter that she had sent him, and she just
Dear Stan.
no, not like that. It was really good because she was like, look, I'm not, rap isn't my thing, but I really think you are the best at what you do, and I think you're fantastic, and there's something about you, I feel like I know you, and just carry on, and I hope we get to meet one day.
Unprompted. She just decided, I'm just going to send this young kid that
letter.
Wow, that is crazy.
And he treasured it, and now he's posted it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Dolly Parton, great person, great icon of the 1980s. So now, moving on, I feel we should have like a breaker to move from us being sincere
Right.
to us talking about Corey Feldman's birthday bash.
Okay.
Now, the last, I think it was the last or second last show before we took a bit of a break, we spoke about Corey Feldman's 55th birthday party. You could buy tickets to the event. It was in LA. It was supposed to be a 2-day event, but the one got cancelled.
Didn't the venue change last minute as well? Like, there was a lot
I think
of
that's
stuff.
what happened. I think the venue got moved.
Yeah.
So we were very excitedly watching the clips that started to come out, right? And we're going to talk through some of them. Okay, we're going to talk through some of the things some of the parts. They're all on Corey Feldman's X page. We'll post. We found a really cool video. It's about 10 minutes long that puts the best of them. But then there's an add-on. So we've spoken about this podcast that I think they're so obsessed with Corey Feldman. They hate him. He's an enemy of theirs.
Right.
But they really do love him. But they're very scathing. The podcast is I don't know, their podcast, a YouTube show.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've got a profile out of it. It's called Jim and Them.
Okay.
Corey Feldman himself has dubbed them the face of evil and disgusting filth pigs.
Ooh.
Okay. So he hates them.
Okay.
He absolutely hates them.
Like he would hate us if he heard this.
No, these guys are spiteful because we love Corey Feldman. We think he's a silly person and he does very weird things. We actually do love him.
You love him, and I have to say, he looks amazing for 55.
He does. Listen, he must have had a
Considering all the drugs and everything, he looks good.
A fresh job. So these guys, if you go to their YouTube channel, every video is about Corey Feldman. Everything. Worse, they're like way over the top. We just like do a segment. They do entire hour-long shows about Corey Feldman. It's like a running vendetta, and they've said to him basically, we will stop when you come on the podcast. They're the guys a little while ago where we said that he sent his invoice. Like, this is how much I charge to be on podcasts. And they're like, we will stop harassing you when you come on this podcast.
For free.
For free, of course.
Yeah.
And they are brutal. But they bought tickets and went there, convinced that they're going to get thrown out. And then they document it on one episode of their podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk about some of the key moments of Corey Feldman's birthday. Now, it's his 55th birthday. One thing I did discover, Dori, Corey Feldman, I mean, it's natural he would. He's got a son.
I did not know that.
His son.
Also, never really thought about it.
No, you don't. But he's 55. He's obviously going to have a kid. The kid.
Obviously.
Oh, Corey fucks. Corey fucks. I'm surprised he only got. Listen, he may have more. I only discovered once. Name's Zen Feldman.
Okay.
He's a rapper.
Okay.
He doesn't go by Zen Feldman, the rapper, but he is a person of interest.
Was Corey involved in like raising him?
I literally just discovered him. There is nothing about him online anyway.
We know nothing.
Right? There's a couple of photos.
How old is he?
22.
Okay.
And it was just his birthday recently in August.
Okay.
So, and I know this because I went on Corey Feldman's Facebook page, Instagram, and I found some. Now, this Corey Feldman birthday party, LA, looked like a really cool venue. So there's a couple of videos all over the place. What was the first thing that struck you? Now, it's in a bit of an amphitheater type venue that goes down into like a standing area stage. Like very cool. You can imagine like in LA, like the cool, like really cool bands or like really cool retro bands. It's just like nice, cool atmosphere. How many people? Like maybe take 1,000 people?
Yeah.
Around about?
Probably.
What's
a little bit like the Sun City Super Bowl. A little bit.
But teeny. Like the Sun.
That's like only the bottom part of the Sun City Super Bowl.
Yes, but that's the same setup. That same kind of like amphitheater.
So like
setup.
Around the stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the first, but like don't even think that scale. Think smaller. Think like the Santarama Miniland version of that. Okay.
Oh, we have to talk about that.
So, let's talk about it now because we spoke a few months ago, a couple of episodes back about Santarama Miniland.
Yeah.
Then we said we got to go rescue the Jan van Riebeeck statue because we spoke about it because
the Michael
Jackson statue.
Yeah.
So we said we got to go rescue the Jan van Riebeeck statue, and we did AI images of us driving away, stealing the statue, whatnot. Only for an article this week, Dori. What did it say?
It said that the land has been hijacked.
Santarama Miniland hijacked. Not us.
Yeah.
Not us. Very boring story.
We have an alibi.
Our story is way better. Our story is way better. It's just a thing. Some people moved in. They're not paying rent. They're running a business out of it. Blech.
I know.
Our story would have been way better because would be trying to hide a Jan van Riebeeck statue in plain sight.
The most interesting thing in that article was about how people are living in the guardhouse and paying rent.
Yeah. Listen, that's in the Daily Maverick. So those aren't our words; those are from the Daily Maverick.
Yeah.
But yes, apparently they're running a business because that's when I want to go see what Miniland or Santarama Miniland. It's still got the web page, and you can go and there's events and there's all sorts of shit happening there. But the owners of the land aren't getting any money.
And you can hire it for events. You can have your wedding there. You could have a bachelor party.
But all the small stuff's gone.
Pretty much all the small stuff.
There's no small stuff.
There's very little small stuff.
What is a mini land without minis? Then it's just a land.
Yeah.
And then no dromedaries.
The dromedaries.
No Dori Damas. Okay.
Anyway,
so
yes, let's get back to
the Santarama Miniland version of where he's performing.
Yeah.
Your first comment on the video is, shame, so few people.
Yes, it looked very empty. It looked like when there's a sound check happening before the concert, that's what it looked like.
So I will tell you that one video is misleading because it did look like at least there were a couple of hundred people by the end. Okay, so I'm not saying the full capacity, but 200 or so people were there by the end. Then we go into some of his performances. So when he first appears on stage, he appears like in a blue velvet kind of, everything's Michael Jackson inspired.
Right.
All his outfits are Michael Jackson inspired. His hair's long, in a ponytail, blonde streaks hanging in front of his face.
Yes, tendrils.
Tendrils, as they're called. Listen, I'm saying very Michael Jackson bad era.
Right.
This is what he's looking like.
Yeah.
So the first costume he arrives on, he's got these black and white moccasins and a neck fan. You would appreciate that. You love a neck fan. Do you have a neck fan? You love a personal fan.
I do.
Yeah.
I run hot, so I do like a personal fan.
Have you ever had a neck fan?
No, I'm inspired.
Yeah. Do you know of the neck fans?
No.
Dori. Oh, we should purchase one for Dori for the summer. Her birthday is in November.
Yes. I'm going to need it long before November. It's El Nino.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. So El Chapo is going to kill us this year. Dori, it's like, looks like headphones, but you wear it around your neck and the two like headphone cuppy things are fans.
I need that.
Yeah. I would have thought you would like definitely have two of those. Where one has headphones and then, so Corey Feldman must have gone, listen, even if no fans show up, I got one. Okay. I got two right here. So he walks on like that and stands on stage for like a good, uncomfortable 2 minutes. Uncomfortable 2 minutes, hyping up the crowd.
Right.
So he sings some or other fucking, we did his songs in the last episode. Okay, go back. Don't put us through that again. Except watch, attention, millennia. By the way, you're happy to know he only sings like that. That's how he sings. Even though the Jim and them clip, the guy says, I'm going to stop you right now because I can pretty much bet this is how he's going to sing. True as God, he sings it. Then there is another, he shows up, then he changes his jacket to a red jacket, also very Michael Jackson inspired. Yeah. Then he does this weird dance move. Dori, do you remember the dance move by any stage where he's dressed full on Michael Jackson, black jacket,
white shirt?
We've spoken about this before. As you get older, it's harder to dance. Things are just not computing. It's really bad for him. He does this like little, I'm trying to wipe, like put out a cigarette, but also wipe dog shit off my shoe type of move.
Look, I've seen worse Michael Jackson impersonated moves.
I don't think so, Dori.
No, I have.
Michael Jackson impersonator, like a Michael Jackson impersonator, not somebody thinking they can dance like Michael Jackson.
Right.
Michael Jackson impersonators are normally pretty good. They're normally decent-ish. He's just, I don't know what he's doing. But the thing that stood out for me the most, Dori, you obviously noticed the little old lady that was randomly.
Little old lady.
And
yeah, no, that was odd.
Do you want to describe her?
No. No. All of a sudden you see an old woman.
Like old.
Dressed in red, and she even has like a red, what would we call it?
Like a turban?
Is it a turban? A turban on her head.
Yeah.
In a wheelchair.
On oxygen, by the way.
Yes, with an oxygen tank on stage, and Corey's saying stuff about her.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he was saying,
Now,
but it was just like, what is going on?
In the longer videos, this little old lady was on the side of the stage the whole time.
Okay.
So it's not like they just brought her in for one song and then she was there from the beginning, right?
Right.
And this performance with the little old lady was brought on the stage like quite halfway through. So the story about this is Corey Feldman appears on stage saying he's got a momentum for people, meaning a memento. Like
right.
I've got this momentum I want to show you. And he's busy trying to tell, but people are talking. Because at a concert, people are talking.
Yeah.
But of course, there's so few people there that he gets to... He actually goes, okay, listen, guy. I'm about to tell you a very, very important story. Guy, just listen. He scolds someone in the crowd for not listening to him.
Oh, okay. Cringe. Yes.
And he tells a story about a momentum which he's now temporarily lost. So his whole thing about bringing this little old lady on stage is to show this momentum and talk about it, and this is why this old lady is there, right?
Right.
And eventually somebody brings his momentum to him, and he goes, this is my grandfather's World War II jacket. And I just want to say that not all Jews agree with Netanyahu. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow.
Out of nowhere, right?
Okay. First, can I respond? First of all, most people would not have even known he was Jewish. I know Feldman's a Jewish name.
Oh, I mean, I pretty much, I would have gone Jewish.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people don't think about it.
You don't think it because he's Corey, like he's not, yeah.
To bring attention to it, and in these times, as they say, interesting.
Because then he says not all Americans agree with Trump, so he follows that up.
Yes.
So out of context.
I mean, it's true, but did people like applaud?
It was.
Or were they confused?
They were confused, Dori.
Yeah,
mass
that's what
confusion.
I'm saying, they don't know he's Jewish.
So then he shows this jacket. It was my grandfather's World War II jacket, and this little old lady who's 108 years old, by the way.
Oh wow!
And not a young 100, not a Dolly Parton sprightly 100.
Yeah.
She's living those years, but she's a Holocaust survivor.
Okay.
So it goes, okay, cool. That's now the link.
Okay.
Of she's a Holocaust survivor, her grandfather, like some tenuous link.
Still, bringing a Holocaust survivor on stage during your music concert, weird flex.
Right? So then you go, okay, Corey, now you think, okay, he's probably going to play her. He's going to sing to her. Now, she's been bopping along the whole concert, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
He's now going to sing to her, and you go, okay, maybe he's got like a really cool acoustic, or he's going to sing like, because in this, he had covered Fleetwood Mac as well.
Yes.
He loves covering Fleetwood Mac badly. So you think, okay, maybe he's going to sing her a cover of something. Like what could you sing that'd be appropriate? God only knows.
For an 108-year-old woman, sure.
A 108-year-old Holocaust survivor. Like, what could you sing that's going to be appropriate? But anyway,
I'm not going there.
You're going, okay, Corey, perhaps. No, Dori. I'm going to play a little bit. This is the song that he deemed is appropriate in this poignant moment where he told people, he shushed people. He shushed people to listen to his story. I'm going to sing to a 108-year-old Holocaust survivor who is on oxygen, and I've made her sit here in stinky, smog-filled LA in midsummer for my benefit. And this is the kind of tone of song he's singing to her. Not appropriate, though.
No.
But nothing about this was appropriate. Then I go to the other story of the guys who Jim and them. Now, in their video, they get spotted. They end up in some spot of bother and get kicked out of the venue. So you go, shit, Corey spotted them. And that's what they think happened. And then they explain the story, because obviously they were live streaming or posting videos from the event because people are like, this is fucking great. And they go, shit, like, has Corey Feldman's people spotted you? It turned out to be like a confusion about access, because not only did you have to buy tickets, there was VIP tickets that allowed you a meet and greet with Corey Feldman. Right? And people bought it, and they kind of like ended up going to the area, and so that was the confusion. That's why they get escorted out. So they weren't actually spotted. And then somebody knocked on them and said, hey, Corey Feldman, do you know Jim and them were at your concert? Of which he goes, we know, we allowed them to stay.
Ooh. What else are you going to say?
What you going to do? What you going to do? So he's like, no, I allowed it.
I think it would have been worse if he had kicked them out, though.
Of course, because like, I mean, then you only got
then
like
you're confirming that you're in it, that you're, you know.
Oh, they definitely, they bother him so much. But listen, they are very scathing about him. I mean, have I been scathing? I have been. Maybe I've been watching, because I have been scathing.
I mean, we haven't even got to the Technicolor Nightmare coat yet.
That was the Fleetwood Mac. That's what he was wearing. Yeah, he looked like he murdered the entirety of Sesame Street and made a coat from there.
So yeah, you know, you got the Technicolor Dream coat. This is the Technicolor Nightmare coat.
Oh, fuck.
It's like really bad.
No, this is not Goonies. Goonies were not good enough. I would have loved to have gone, though. People look like they had a great time. They look like they had a great time.
But everything about Corey aside, was it an entertaining day? Was it?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
because he's so oblivious. Because either way, he either goes, I'm so fucking talented, I can't handle it, or he goes, I love doing this, I don't give a shit. Like, I like to think that he goes, I do not give a shit what people think about me. That's what I like to think about Corey.
Okay.
I don't know. Hope so.
Well, happy birthday, Corey. Hope it was good.
Happy birthday. And the mind boggles what he's going to do for his 60th.
Yep.
The mind boggles. Now, Dori, you went to go, we're not doing movie recommendations this week, but Dori, you're going to recommend something we actually can't watch because it's no longer in cinemas. It was a
once-off.
only.
I mean, it is possible it exists somewhere in the universe.
It will pop up on streaming soon enough, I'm sure, but
I have been unable to ascertain if it's going to be on any other platform
has
yet.
to be.
It makes no sense that it had an international, by the way, global one-night viewing.
Yeah.
The Wham documentary called Wham in China, which chronicled their trip to China.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen the pictures. There's quite a few pictures in Andrew Ridgeley's biography.
It's quite iconic and famous, that trip to China, because they were the first Western pop group to go to China.
Absolutely. And, I mean, going to China now is like, But back then, it was like a huge...
It's like going to North Korea.
Yeah, absolutely. The docu is... like really, really, I'm not just saying this because it's a really well-made docu. But there were parts of it, I did cry. I'll be honest, I cried. And I thought I was going to cry for different reasons. I cried because of how emotional some of the girls who were watching him got.
Oh, wow, okay.
And when I say him, them, not just him, although the girls were mad about George. Mad about both of them, actually. But put yourself in that situation where you have grown up in this extremely conservative, backward, in inverted commas, because depending on where you're coming from, communist country that has completely isolated itself from like all the Western things. Yeah. I don't even know how aware they were of who Wham was. Some of them did seem to know.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
You know what I mean? Like some of them just were like, oh, it's a band from another country coming here. Like a lot of people didn't even know who they were. There were some people who definitely seemed to know who they were. There were people who had cassette tapes.
Yeah.
How they got them, I don't know. But it was just, as much as we think it was a culture shock for George and Andrew, it was a culture shock for the kids who were at the shows as well. You know, and it was like one of the best moments of the documentary is about how Chinese culture is when you're watching a show, you sit quietly in your seat. Yeah. You sit quietly in your seat. You do not stand up. You do not dance. You do not clap your hands. So when they first did their first show and nobody responded, they were like, "Oh God, they don't like us."
How old they must be early 20s. I mean,
they were so young. Yeah. They were crazy young. And the thing is, I mean, I vaguely remember this, but I was reminded watching the docu. The reason they went to China, it was a tactic, it was a strategy, because their manager at the time wanted to break them.
Yeah.
To make them like, you know, known in America. They were huge in the UK. Yeah. And he was like, how do we break these guys in America? He's like, we can't just take them to America. No one's going to care. We need to do something crazy that's going to make America notice them. And that's when he came up with the idea of let's go to China. Kind of clever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a genius, actually.
Kind of clever, but in a way, it was so exploitative of the band, of the Chinese people.
Does that come across? Because it's hinted at like in the trailers, yeah.
Yes, it does come across, for sure. That being said, I think the end result kind of justifies it because it was a step towards a change for China.
Okay.
And
so basically you're saying Wham ended the Cold War.
Absolutely. No, I know you've been facetious.
A Cold War, yes.
I know you've been facetious, but it's literally true. They were step one in the change of, not the Cold War, like the whole communist thing.
Communism, yeah.
They were a part that made China realize And let's be honest, this is how all countries run. They'd made China go, we can make money with this.
Exactly. That's the only reason. Yeah. We need those guys, but our guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just going to make lots of plastic things.
Yeah.
But in order to do all that, we kind of have to relax this communism thing.
Yeah.
They were definitely a part of it. The other interesting thing about the docu, there is the guy who's actually making the docu is like this very serious filmmaker.
Yes.
And he has this vision, which is absolutely not their vision.
Yes.
And there's this tension. And there's all that as like a kind of a side story to the whole thing. And that is why the docu has only come out now, because he refused to release it. He refused to let the footage be used.
Yeah. I was reading that of Andrew Ridgeley because they asked that exact question. They say, because obviously you guys documented it. The plan was to make a documentary. And he spoke. He said, what he wanted versus what we wanted is like worlds apart.
I mean, he had this very artistic vision. And George and Andrew were just these little kids who wanted to just show everyone what they did.
Yeah.
And he had this whole agenda, this other guy. He was a bit of a dick, I have to say. Like, you see him in the documentary and he is miserable. And he does not want to be there.
Can you imagine the nightmare of being a serious documentarian and you get this gig of going to China with Wham?
Wham, literally.
of which, like, they were considered like these guys are just bubblegum pop.
The other thing that I found really interesting about it, and especially considering their age, when you think of, let's think of George Michael in his solo career, you think party animal, right?
Yeah.
That is absolutely the opposite of what came across in this documentary. Andrew was the party animal. Andrew was the guy who wanted to go and meet all the people and be all social. George was he just wanted to be left alone.
I think that's one of the kind of the misconceptions of George Michael, because obviously kind of the super controversial way of his coming out. Yeah. And but he was
he was a real,
because even though he was the front man, he was super shy.
Yeah.
So, and Andrew was the guy who was like
Andrew was the playboy.
Does that come across that he's like,
it very much comes
was the playboy, Dori? Look at that man now. Is the playboy. Is the playboy.
It's so great. If you can find a way to watch it, I was not bored for 1 second.
Awesome. Music.
The music is
just constant.
It's and watching them perform the songs live, because where have we seen that? There's no
you don't
live Wham concert DVD.
Yeah.
So seeing the songs performed live, seeing Pepsi and Shirley,
really?
And of course, and it's like, it was just amazing.
That's
amazing.
Awesome. Was it awesome watching in a cinema with the sound? Because I always feel like those, like the Michael Jackson biopic, those sorts of things, you have to watch it in a cinema with good sound.
I did appreciate that.
Yeah.
I did, even though this is a topic for a whole other podcast. The movie-going experience these days is not a pleasant one, because people have no theatre etiquette.
No, they're on their phones the whole time.
There was a guy who was there. Not only was he on his phone the whole time, he was walking in and out the whole time, talking on his phone as he was doing it.
That's a dickhead who got free tickets. I'll guarantee you that.
I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah.
And he happened to be walking right in front of us the whole time.
Knob.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. So that is the Wham. It's Wham in China.
I think it's called Wham in China.
Is it Wham 10 days in China? I think it's called 10 days in China.
Yeah.
Now, listen, that's going to pop up somewhere. There's going to be somewhere because I mean, the Wham documentary on Netflix did so well.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever's got the streaming rights to that will put it. Maybe there's a new streamer coming called Wham, where it's just like all binge watch Wham all the time. Okay, so we can only wish. Now, there is another Wham documentary, or George Michael based documentary, that is actually premiering tonight, the 26th of August. So by the time you hear this, you can watch it. Who knew this village celebrates George Michael's birthday? Every year, hundreds of George Michael fans gather in Goring-on-Thames to celebrate the life and music of one of Britain's most loved artists. We went to George Michael Day to discover why years after his passing, this community still means so much to the people who come.
I've spoken about this on the show.
You have. So this is on YouTube. It's called Who Knew?
Yeah.
Right? And they go to the one, would have been this year? When's George Michael's birthday? Could have been the one. Could have been the one this year. So we'll put that link up on that 80 Show SA Facebook page. Definitely watching that premiere. That premieres at a good time.
Yeah.
I will click
I will watch that.
Premieres in 3 hours from recording. So notify me and we can have a little chit chat about it next week. Now, Dori, so many shows in the 80s didn't age well. Okay. But I found this article that goes 12 shows from the 80s. I won't do all 12.
Yeah.
12 shows from the 80s. 12 shows from the 80s that hit completely different now. Okay. So taking the concept of then, and if you have to apply today's lens to it, right? So the first one is Golden Girls would fit in perfectly with the shared housing boom. Are we still in a shared housing boom? I think that's past.
I don't know. I mean,
so KFF Health News recently reported that older adults are choosing the Golden Girls lifestyle for themselves. Retirees take in housemates after a couple of falls worry their kids. So HomeShare Oregon's platform has attracted close to 7,000 providers and seekers, and they've rolled out a program to homeowners to open up a spare room to a golden oldie.
Okay.
All right.
The main thing is these days, because remember we've discussed the age of the Golden Girls in the 80s? They were in their 50s and 60s.
Yes.
These days, if you look like the Golden Girls, you're in your 90s.
Yeah. 108 Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
Cheers understood the loneliness epidemic before it had a name.
Alcoholism?
I don't think those guys were lonely. I think they were drunks. There's no... They actively avoided people that they knew.
I mean, Norm definitely had a problem because,
Yeah.
everyone knew him.
Yeah. Growing Pains gave us a work-from-home dad in 1985. I think there were other shows that did, and other movies that did that better and explored the concept in a better way.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily think, because Dr. Huxtable also worked from, his practice was at home.
Don't talk about that shit.
We talk about Dr. Huxtable, we don't talk about Bill Cosby. Okay? So,
Yeah.
I get it, but I think other shows and movies like Mr. Mom with Michael Keaton, they did it better and differently. This was interesting.
I
Designing.
never thought of Growing Pains as the dad works from home.
I
That's
didn't
not what
find
I
that
thought
weird.
about.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't find that weird.
Yeah.
It comes up, yeah. But Designing Woman aired one of TV's bravest half hours. What does it say? On October 5th, 1987, Designing Woman aired an episode called Killing All the Right People, about what happens when a young gay man asks a sugarbaker woman to design his funeral.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that episode.
No.
It was probably censored and not shown here.
Yeah, probably not. So it was the context of it is the young gay man was he had contracted HIV. So we're now talking in the height of the
I
pandemic.
wonder if that's on YouTube. I'm going to go look for it.
Killing All the Right People. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the time, it was Designing Woman as the only series to put queerness front and center in their 1987 episode.
Let's talk about Designing Women for 1 minute.
Of course.
The one that made it out of there, Jean Smart.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that it would have been her. I would have said Delta Burke.
Delta Burke was quite big in the US.
She
though.
was, but she hasn't sustained anything. Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of. Jean Smart has gone on to carry on looking amazing.
Yeah, she has. And been in a lot of good stuff.
Such great stuff.
A lot of good
Great
stuff.
series.
Yeah. Okay. Well done, Jean Smart. Smart move. Smart move. Alf was a family sitcom about hiding someone from a federal task force.
An alien.
Oh, it's rich. It's rich.
Yeah.
Absolutely rich. My Two Dads built a whole show around a mystery a $99 test would solve.
They didn't want to know.
They didn't because
They didn't want to know because that was actually touched on in the show, from what I remember.
Yeah, they could have known.
They
but
could have
just
known. They decided they didn't want to.
Yeah. So.
And she didn't look like either of them, so it wasn't like it was obvious.
Yeah.
I love that show. Man, I love that show. I love that loft.
What a loft.
Good loft.
What good, you can have bad lofts.
Yeah.
But
that's
a
a good loft.
And Who's the Boss asked a question America is still answering. Who is the boss? Who is the boss? Tackling gender norms. Right. Because you have Angela, who was a working woman.
Executive.
Tony Danza was the stay-at-home. He was the
housekeeper,
the
basically.
housekeeper.
Yeah.
And Mona was,
The old slut.
and I think I say that lovingly.
Absolutely. Slut is a good word.
Lovingly, we say that. So those are 80 shows that challenged our thoughts.
Right.
Nothing about Orkney Snorkney here. I don't know what that challenged you about. So we haven't played this in a while because we haven't done the show for a
I
while.
can't believe Knight Rider wasn't in there talking about self-driving cars.
Well, Dori, it's interesting you say now Knight Rider because it's time for 2 80s Truths and a Lie.
Ooh, the David Hasselhoff edition.
I've got a Knight Rider
Oh, okay.
statement. I got 3 statements. 2 are true, 1 is a lie. Dori tries to identify them. Number 1, the Australian Prime Minister had to apologize for saying he had shagged Kylie Minogue.
Oh, I know that's true.
Okay, you know that. This is crazy. This is crazy,
Dude.
Story. I mean, do you know the details? Do you want?
I don't know the actual details, but I did see it.
So the Australian Prime Minister was on a podcast, and they did a date, marry, shag thing.
Yes.
Okay, and his words were, so he got asked, and he said, they said date, marry, shag, and he went Kylie.
Yeah.
I said, which one? So you'd marry Kylie, and shag her and date her, and then it says yes, all of the above. She's terrific.
Yes.
The fucking Prime Minister of Australia. Politicians don't go on entertainment podcasts. Just don't do it.
I mean, I don't actually see what's wrong with it.
You not as the Prime Minister.
You're humanizing yourself. You are complimenting Kylie Minogue.
No, you can, but you can't say. Dori, if I had to say something like that, I'm not a Prime Minister. You can't say shit like that anymore.
I know, but I mean, he could have said something so much worse.
He could have been smarter.
really could have.
He could have been smarter about the way he said it.
Okay.
Yeah, he could have been more politician-like.
He could have said, Kylie is a national treasure.
Yes. Who I would shag.
Be honored to date her.
Yes, he could have said that. But it would have been boring and wouldn't have made it to the show.
But she wasn't upset by it, was she?
I haven't seen anything from her.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think the best tactic is to ignore it.
Just to ignore it. Okay, so anyway, that is obviously the truth.
Yes.
Now, the other two is that despite being co-stars, David Hasselhoff and William Daniels, who did the voice of Kit,
Yes.
never met during filming.
Yes.
And then the other one, a Japanese company briefly sold a Michael Jackson commemorative Walkman that could only play music while the listener was walking backwards.
Okay, that's a lie.
2 are true, one is true, 1 is a lie.
Walkman's a lie.
Now, as Dori knows, I had forgotten as we started this to go, oh shit, I don't have a lie.
Yeah.
And then I quickly did one, and it was that one. It wasn't very good because
No, it's not that. I just know that David Hasselhoff and William Daniel never met. I know that for a fact.
How crazy is the story? So Glenn Larson, who created not just Knight Rider, a fucking shitload of shows.
Yeah.
He explained in an interview that, of course, while they were shooting Knight Rider, Kit's lines were read by somebody else and then replaced when they did the final
Didn't
mix
need to be there.
later. He said these two are a comedy team, but they've never met. Of course, being Michael Knight. So the show was shot like from late 1981. It was released in September 1982. They only met each other in December 1982. And of course, David Hasselhoff greets William Daniels, you son of a gun. How long does it take you to do it? I'm here all day sweating in the desert, and you do your bit in 50 minutes.
Yeah. But I wonder if they ever eventually met.
Oh no, of course, well, they met then, but it would make no sense for them to if he can read the entire lines for an entire season in 50 minutes.
Yeah.
You're not paying for him to be sitting around like in real time. You got David Hasselhoff to pay. Okay,
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff's leather pants, his polo necks, his hairspray. None of that comes cheap.
No.
You know, the fucking cock suspenders, you know, the package suspenders. You got to spend money on that. You can't have William Daniels sitting around all day to say, I don't think so, Michael. No, it's just not feasible.
That's funny.
It's just not feasible. So anyway, that has been That 80s Show. Everything we spoke about on the show can be found on That 80s Show SA on Facebook. Facebook is a fucking mess these days.
I'm never on there.
No, I think we're going to move away from them, and I'm doing it.
How?
Yes, I'm full of momentum and vigor, and we're going to go to another platform. Look in the show notes. Look in the show notes. Thanks for joining me, Dori. Goodbye.
Bye.